Hello, one and all, to another average Shaman video. Uh, we are going to look at the Necro build, and by that I mean the Lava Lash and the just whacked me on headset, and the upcoming double Lego Doom Winds build that is got some very nice synergy with the upcoming double Lego next week, but half the video is going to be focused on the Lava Lash build, and half of the other video is going to be, well, I say half, going to be looking at the things anyway. So, from this, going straight into it, we are going to be talking about the Lava Lash build. And by Lava Lash, I mean primal lava actuators. So that each tick of your flame shock deals periodic damage, increasing the damage of your next Lava Lash by 12%. This reduces the Lava Lash by 0.5 seconds. This stacks, it's rather nice, it does some very, very tasty DPS. This is from one of my old, I can't even remember what boss, what boss, I mean this was a Theatre of Pain 13, I think. You know, I'm not the best, damage. Usually I do better than that, but because it's Theatre of Pain, it's not really that great. There's not many ads, there's not many big pulls, but directly away, Lava Lash doing top damage and Lightning Bolt doing top damage. Fire Nova not taking the cake because Fire Nova in this build, it's better in other dungeons where you've got like bigger pulls and you can just go paw Fire Nova, and then it just goes and then your damage goes up and up the DPS logs. But that's pretty much it. I do get more out of it in other dungeons like your Necrotic Wakes, your Sanguine Depths, Halls of Atonement, anything that you can get some dirty pulls, Fire Nova is going to do more damage. But for legendaries, you want to be rocking this. You want to be rocking Necro Lord. I have done a Venfear video, and the only difference is that Necro Lord gets more out of Lightning Bolt damage. Compared to Venfear and Necro Lord. I personally prefer the Venfear, but the Necrolord build I am very much built around these last couple of days. I'm very, very enjoying it. I've even done it in raid a little bit, and it feels quite nice. It feels quite nice. And you're probably thinking, well, why are you using it in raids? And because I don't have my 2-set, guys, so there's no point me running Night Fae if I don't have my 2-set. And the double Lego, which helps the 2-set and helps you get more wolves going out. So you guys get me, mate. You guys get me. But yeah, you want a high mastery, high haste. Usually I do have high haste, but I've switched to this because it seemed a little bit better. I was using the Titanic Ocular Gland, and I thought it was about time I got rid of it. I am enjoying this because this is like a mini Bloodlust every 1 minute 30. I'll just pop it now, and my haste goes up to 41%. If I just knock that off at 29 and I use a Bloodlust, it goes to 67. So it's quite nice, and that's 1 minute every 30. And I found that if I sync that up with my cooldowns and that, it just feels a little bit better. But you don't really have to sync it up. It's just a bog standard on use trinket. But in terms of talents, I run this mainly. Again, some people do use Hailstorm, and I just think that's personal preference. Because you've got people that say, oh, well, the numbers support the Hailstorm, it does more, and I just think, you know what, it might do, but I don't like it. I prefer the Fire Nova. That's as much as I'm going to get into it. But this is pretty much the cookie cutter kind of build. You want to be running Lashing Flames because it just does unreal damage, and it's kind of passive. You don't really have to worry about it. You can tab target a little bit to make sure you get that debuff going more and more on more things, but I tend to not do it. 1, out of laziness, and 2, But yeah, that's pretty much the talent you're going to be running. In terms of rotation, it goes to the box standard rotation of anything else. Really, you want to get your. I tend to not use primordial wave, pardon me, to get my flame shock on the original target, because I find that especially if it's a boss pull, then maybe I'll use it, because I just think it's only one target, it don't matter. But if it's a group, what you want to do is use flame shock. You want to use crash lightning. Some people would say, oh, go straight into the lava lash. No. Go crash lightning, then lava lash. Because your lava lash is just you're gonna get more damage out of the lava lash because it hits more people anyway. So you're just getting slightly bit more damage by going flame shock and into crash lightning rather than going flame shock into lava lash to get that spread off. I get why people are like, you want to get that spread off, but you might as well benefit more out of the slight bit of AoE and the nice damage that it goes by crash lightning and lava lash. And then after that, I will either go, depending on the build, I will just go Storm Strike to build it up. I will use my Sundering. If this gets procced by Hot Hands or it just naturally comes off because of your leggo, what I will do then, I will assess how many ads are up, how much health they've got. If they're like mid-health, well, pretty much any health, it doesn't really matter. But if they're not elites, and I just think, well, there's no point kind of wasting it. But if they're all elites, say it's the first stack of necrotic wake, they've pulled the front, they've pulled the side, they've pulled the big group, and they've pulled the mini ones. It's all going. What I'll do then is I will lava lash again. I will then use Fire Nova before I use this. This is because, for me personally, I kind of forget that I've got Fire Nova. It's just personal thing, but you can use it after. What I will then do, I will proc my overcharged anima, I will get my wolves going, and then I will use Primordial Wave, and then I will go into the Lightning Bolt, and then I will go Crash Lightning, and then rinse and repeat, Lava Lash, Storm Strike, etc. If this procs again, because I've procced my wolves and procced the things, you should have the haste again. The only reason I proc my trinket and my wolves is because the more haste you've got, the faster you hit, and the wolves just get at you naturally anyway. So then I've got usually I've got about 6 maelstrom, give or take, maybe more, and then I will go straight into the lightning bolt. And pretty much, if this keeps refreshing, just pump it out. Just literally just pump it out, and you will see your damage just go up the scales. If it's coming towards the end of the pack, then usually I will wait for the next pack, just because it just helps that little bit. But become the double leggo, i.e. when Night Fae does have the splintered elements, each additional lightning bolt generated by primordial wave increases your haste by up to 10 seconds for 12 seconds. Flame Shock has the benefit of capping up to 6 targets with Lava Lash. You can get more with your Primordial Wave if you want to, but the essence is that you've got about 60% haste right there. You've got a Bloodlust. Now, if this comes off cooldown, to my knowledge, it will stack. So if you get it again, you get your 60. You get it again, you get 60. It will stack. Or from my reading on that, if I am wrong and it just refreshes that 60, then please comment below, and I will change it. I'll add a comment saying that it doesn't stack, etc. But why wouldn't you want a Bloodlust pretty much every pack? That becomes into it with a rotation, is that if it comes to the end of the pack, you will definitely save your Primordial Wave for the next pack or the boss coming up, because you would want that extra 10%. You'd want that extra 10% or that potential 60% haste on that pack. You just naturally going to want it. So you will get a bit... what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word. You'll get a bit tactical in how you use your Primordial Wave. It will change come the double leggo, because you're going to want to get the Splintered Elements buff. You're just naturally going to want it. You get the double leggo by literally completing next week's campaign. So crack on, boys. Get up to date with your ults, or just crack it out on your main. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of stats, crit's a pretty good one. Haste you want pretty high, especially once you start getting more of your tier set bonus. Haste just naturally becomes, I mean, it's your top stat anyway, but essentially the more you hit, the more maelstrom you earn, the more maelstrom you earn, the more chances you got your wolves, and it just feeds off. And it's like a snowball going down a hill. You want high mastery, because of obviously it does more damage with your Lava Lash, with it being fire damage, and it gives more damage to your Fire Nova, and obviously you gain more from your nature damage, i.e. your Lightning Bolt, so it just buffs it all quite nicely. In terms, I wouldn't forget about versatility. I have a little bit, I've gone a bit, but that's just naturally with the gear that I'm getting, so your versatility will even out. So if you're like me, you know, I'm not really panicked because I know that a lot of the tier set bonus has verse on it. So I'm like, well, it'll even keel out. I'll get more, you know, and then I'll have to gem into haste or get some nice haste trink procs and stuff like that. Same with crit. So I won't really worry about it. In terms of like gear and stats, sim, you know, get your trinkets. I'm playing about with this trinket at the minute. I'm not really taking it too seriously. Because even on like Wowhead and Icy Veins, they're saying it's okay, but there's better trinkets out there. So as soon as I get one of them better trinkets, I'm just gonna trade that out. I'm gonna probably keep it, but I'm probably only gonna upgrade it when I've got towards the end of the season, or if it turns out that it starts simming ridiculously well in something like that. But yeah, right, okay. Doom Winds now. We're gonna be talking about the Doom Winds build. Now, if you're like me, you've not really touched the Doom Winds come 9.2. That's because Primal Lava Actuators has just taken the cake when it comes to AoE and Mythic Plus. For me, it just feels nice and stuff like that. I know I've seen some Enhancement Shaman still playing Necro when I've been on an alt. No, not Necro, a Doom Winds build when I've been on an alt. And I've politely informed them that there's Lava Lash Actuators out there and they might want to have a look at it. But I mean, Doom Winds has become the niche one, whereas before Primal Lava Actuators were very niche, and they've just basically switched. I'm not saying Doom Winds is bad. All I'm saying is it's okay. You're only going to be using it in certain dungeons, or especially when you get the double leggo on certain builds and stuff like that. But it's going to be very niche. But it's still going to be a bloody good, and by bloody good I mean absolutely nutty in uncapped AoE. This is because of two things. Like I said, with the double Lego on Necro, you can potentially get up to 60% haste. Now, if you're like me, you've done the maths, and I mean, I checked it out in PTR actually, so I kind of know the AoE it can do. But necrotic weight, the same pull that I was talking about earlier in this video, you know. And what's your rotation difference? Your rotation's difference is nothing. With your, you know, you're just going to be doing it bog standard. But before I get in the rotation, I'm going to look at the talents. The talents you're going to be running for the Doom Winds build is this. You will be going Ascendance. You will pop Ascendance. I mean, my Ascendance is usually Shift E. But if you have your 2 set or your 4 set, you might look into going Elemental Spirits. I would say play about with it, because I am going to be playing about with it as well. I don't really want to. No, you'd go Storm Fury. Sorry, these are your talents before I get into it. You'll go Forceful Winds and that. With these two, you might want to check out which does more, because with the 2 set and the 4 set, you benefit more from one, having your wolves out more, and your wolves are imbued with and they just do more damage, and they enhance your already abilities. So have a play about with it if you've got your 2 set 4 set bonus. If you do come next week, please leave a comment. I would absolutely love to know how much damage you're doing and stuff like that, so then I can test it, and then maybe I can do another video around it and so on. So that'll be absolutely aces, guys. But yeah, those are the talents that you'd probably be running. You could go Hailstorm. Some people would probably be like, but go Hailstorm, go Hailstorm. Personally, I really don't like Hailstorm. It is viable and stuff like that, so that's up to you. And even Fire Nova, that's viable. And you at the end of the day, you can do whatever, you play how you want to play it, but I'll be playing it like this and probably Ascendance. Because I quite like Ascendance when especially in the Doom Winds, when you've got Ascendance, you've got Doom Winds, you've got everything. But say for example, the Necrotic Weight build, you pulled that, you pulled the pack at the side, you pulled the packs at the front, you pull them little guys. You've done everything. You're starting to roll. You don't really need to worry about your spreading of Flame Shock, because what you're going to do is you're going to run in Flame Shock, Crash Lightning, Lava Lash. You've got it going. Sundering, you've got everyone stunned for a minute. Maybe you've got to wait like what, 9.4 seconds. It is a bit of a ticker, and I do get it. It is a bit of a ticker, but depending on how quick you're going to churn that group down. Say if it's a tyrannical week, they're going to be churned down quicker, so you might as well just hit that 30%. But if you can wait, it'll be worth it. However, this week, it's a fortified week. Stars have aligned. The Pope himself has blessed you. You get another Lava Lash out, right? You've not clicked anything yet. You've not done your big cooldowns yet. You put the Capacitor Totem down. You go straight into Primordial Wave and Lightning Bolt. And why are you thinking? Why has he gone the Capacitor Totem? To stun them, to give them a little bit of extra time. You drop down your Wind Fury Totem. Boom, Doom Winds gets procced. You then proc. For me, I'm going to be proccing Overcharged Battery Anima. And you're thinking, why do you want more haste? Because the quicker you hit them in your Wind Fury, the more damage you're going to do. Then you proc your Ascendance, and the damage. The uncapped AoE you are going to do in that pull is so dirty. I have to whisper it. It's that dirty. But you're basically going to be doing that pretty much every other pack. You're going to be getting stupid pulls, you're going to be getting stupid AoE, you're going to be getting stupid haste to then feed into your Doom Winds. And it is going to be glorious. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. In terms of stats and gear, I will be probably not going a Mastery build. I will probably be going a Versatility build, because Mastery, Wind Fury doesn't benefit from high Mastery. It benefits from high haste and high verse. On last season, I had round about the same amount of haste, round about 30%, without the Titanic Ocular Gland. With it, I go about 33 to 38%, depending, because I can switch out some gear. But I'm going to be pretty much going without it, because it's going to be kind of outdated. But I usually ran about 20% verse. And my damage was good, it was clean, it was beautiful. There were some good pumping moments where I could have burst up to about 45k every Ascendance, and it was lovely. And I averaged out at about 11k on a dungeon, 12 on a really good one, and I had about all orange logs last season. I think I had one purple, but most of them, no, all of them was orange, and I had one near pristine. I nearly had a 99 log, and I was gutted. But that's how much Doom Winds is going to be really, really good. In terms of the Lava Lash build / Doom Winds build, when we get our double Legos, do you know what, guys? Just test it out. I'm going to be testing it out because it's going to be so much fun, and that's all I can say about that. Apart from that, that is everything. A little bit of a long video, but hopefully it covers the Lava Lash build with the Necro at the start of it, and then it talks about the Doom Winds build come the double Lego. With the double Lego, the Lava Lash build will still generate a lot of haste. You'll still get a lot from it. So if you're thinking, oh well, can I not use the Lava Lash build come double Lego? And you can. You really can. But for me, I will be going to Venfear. Come the double Lego with my Lava Lash build, because it's absolutely even more nutty, especially if you go Theatre the Mad Duke. I have a video on it. I am going to post it on the left or the right here, so you can have a quick look at that and think, you know what, Venfear with the Lava Lash build is going to be good. Doom Winds with the Necro is going to be good, but the Necro and Lava Lash build is still very viable. Every build is fucking viable at the minute, and I love it. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for the video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, a little bit of a cheeky like, a little bit of a cheeky comment. I do get back to people when they comment, even if they are, you know, sometimes a bit negative and like, well, you didn't look at this point. It's like, I did. I don't see it like the be all and end all. But yes. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I have a Discord and I stream on Twitch. Please check out my profile for the links. Apart from that, thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. I'm waffling now. I'm repeating myself. Average Shaman. Out. Thank you and good night, guys. There you go.